Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Saquon Barkley, 65 yards. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their own 24. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. His throw, a good one, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down, but he has the first down on a well-executed double pass. Here's Love. A short throw to Musgrave.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 5. Now Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Quickly out wide, this is Watson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Love now. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Here's Jacobs.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Josh Jacobs
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, Love wants to shift things around.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Andrew McCulba.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they just didn't get it done.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's going to be caught by Bigsby. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Off the play fake, Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. On play action. Love to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Love, they go play action now. That's taken in by Golden. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Trying to run forward with Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by McManus is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go some points on the board. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Hurts sets up to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Throwing is Hurts.
Over the middle here to Wilson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. In motion right is Smith.
A fake on the jet sweep as they'll go play action with Hurts. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A give to Barkley out of the gun.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. They had things a little spread out there with 4 wide receivers, and it opened up a running hole.
Yeah, not only do you get better running lanes because you are spread out, oftentimes when defenses see 4 wide receivers, they substitute in extra defensive backs, so you're blocking smaller personnel. That gives your running back a nice chance downfield against that type of a defense.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
from the 25. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Love fires that quickly outside. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing. Love. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch.
And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
42 yards.
And the Packers are once again back in front.
It's caught at the 1. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
This 2nd and 4.
They'll run it again with Barkley. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
They'll set up a throw. On his early
struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Following the interception, Love. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Now 2nd and 5. Right side to Watson.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That man again, it's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Christian Watson
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now back to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll drop to throw.
Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got it.
Touchdown! Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles get a bit closer.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. Boy, looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, and crossing the kicking team gets the football here. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 4.
Back to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a handoff to Bigsby.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jahan Dotson.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half. But they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, a second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Pass caught. That's Golden.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Play action this time with Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Love, he's going to change the play here.
On
on 2nd and 10. Love. That's taken in by Kraft.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Packers are able to extend their lead. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he's able to get it across the 20. The 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. Now Hurts. He's going to do it himself.
They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. They'll look to throw. Now Hurts, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the big fella. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football. Just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Back to throw now on first down.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Barkley will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Devontae Smith on the receiving end for Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs.
Touchdown, Packers! Josh Jacobs, he scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at